floor, it's Claudia Winkleman. Return of the Jack, it's Jack Dee. And their team captain, Sean Luck. And facing them tonight, Girls Aloud, it's Josh Whitacombe. He's a stand-up guy. It's Trevor Noah. And their team captain, John Richardson. Now, welcome your host, Jimmy
and welcome to 8 out of 10 Cats, a show about opinion polls, surveys and statistics. Did you know, for example, 20% of Brits always reread an email before sending it? It's a good idea. Last week, I nearly sent an email saying, I is very interested in your penis enlargement system. I is. Cringe. 10% of Brits ignore medical symptoms, which is fine. Don't worry about those shooting pains in your chest. That's just your body's way of telling you you need another steak bake. And 48% of women believe stress makes them unattractive. What you've done there, ladies, is confuse the word stress with jeggings. Right, let's get started. What are you talking about? That's the name of our first round. It's our panellists' job to guess the British public's top 5 most popular talking points. John's team, what do you think the nation should be talking about this week?
Alex Salmond has launched his manifesto for how Scotland will cope after independence. And I can speak with some authority on this because I own a Proclaimers album and have seen Trainspotting. So, do you need any facts on Scotland? Have you been to Scotland? Do you like it?
I've been to Edinburgh. It was fun. I didn't understand anything, but it was nice. And people were like, oh, you must have haggis. You must have haggis. It's crazy. It's not crazy. It's just unnecessary. I'm confused by the whole Scottish thing, though, because the world is, we don't understand. So Britain, because, Britain is not a country, but then you guys have a national anthem that you sing as Britain, and then you get medals as Britain in the Olympics, but then you're not a country, which is cheating, technically. This is just me asking on behalf of the world. We want to know how it works. Because we didn't know that Scotland wasn't a part of it, because they use...
They are, but they're going to leave. Or they might.
To go where? They can't go anywhere. Where are they going to go? I don't understand this. This is confusing.
No, well, I'll tell you what's happened. So Alex Salmond, the First Minister of Scotland, has outlined the SNP's blueprint for Scottish independence ahead of next September's referendum. Some of the white paper key pledges, I'll just give you the key things. I'd say the Queen will remain head of state, Trident nuclear weapons will have to go, popular BBC programmes will stay, but they'll only air on a newly formed Scottish broadcasting service.
And no one's asked the Queen if she wants to be head of state. They've said, oh, when we go, the Queen will still be head of state. She might go, no, bollocks.
I think the new Scotland sounds brilliant. I read his white paper. They keep CBeebies, they get the Queen, they chuck off all the Trident. We should all go there. We should all go, yeah, you do whatever you want, you vote, and then just move in.
Sean, do you think we'd be better off without Scotland?
I think it's inevitable. If I was Scottish, I'd vote for independence. I would, immediately. Because you think
you can't vote immediately, it's not for another 10 months. So that would be a waste of vote.
Sorry. I mean, what I'd do, if I was Scottish, I'd turn it into a tax haven.
Oh, now you're talking.
Yeah.
Not everyone in Scotland is for independence. Take a look at some Glasgow Rangers fans and what they think about it.
Alex Salmond is a twat, is a twat. Alex Salmond is a twat, is a twat.
Why is he a twat?
Because he wants to break up the union, and he shags grannies. He's a granny shagger.
That's from the Scottish Newsnight, I believe.
I was in favour, but now I know he shags grannies. I'm changing my mind. I don't have any time for independence. When I grew up in the West Country, and there was the talk of Cornish independence.
Only among you and your friends.
No, I was from Devon, so I don't think...
It's the same.
That's the most offensive thing you've ever said.
Not even close.
Don't Devon want to be independent as well?
No, we can't.
What do you mean you can't?
Well, we're in between Cornwall and Britain.
That doesn't stop you. Look where France is, between Spain and Germany.
You struggled with that one, then, didn't you?
Really, the analogy I use is it's a bit like a relationship. And I'm beginning to feel like a bit of a spurned lover in this thing, you know? You know when you're in a relationship and the other party says, oh, I don't know if this is right anymore, I feel like saying, well, if you don't want it, go. In fact, you know what? We should do it not on whether you keep the pound or nuclear weapons, do it on music, right? We keep the Beatles and the Rolling Stones and the Who and the Jam and the Clash, and they can take their Best of Delamitri CD and stick it up their arse.
It is like a relationship. I think we should dump them first.
Yeah.
You know when you know you're going to be dumped and you think, if I get in there first, this is going to save a lot of face? Because I think otherwise it's going to be David Cameron turning up at Hadrian's Wall drunk at 3 a.m. going, fuck you, are you shagging Denmark? Is that what you're doing?
Instead of independence, they should have like a trial separation period.
See how it goes.
Well,
See how
couples
it
do
goes.
it, yeah.
And for a year, we don't go up there. And they don't come down here.
And do we view the Welsh as like our kids? We both got equal
We get
rights
the Welsh
there?
every other weekend.
Yeah.
Strictly, I would be for the union, but if it means we don't have the guy on the Co-op adverts who says, good with food, then I am willing to change my vote, because there are 4 O's in that sentence, and he just willfully ignores every one of them. And then has the cheek to say he works for the Co-op. Well, by your rules, mate, you work for the Cup. Pick and choose.
Let's have a look and see if it's up there. Yes! Alex Salmond has unveiled the SNP's plans for Scottish independence. Following independence, the BBC would be replaced by the Scottish Broadcasting Service, leading to new Scottish programmes such as No Cash in the Attic, Doctor Who You Looking At, Dragon's Crack Den, Q Ockeye, and Skagpuss. Sean, Claudia, Jack, what have the nation been talking about this week?
They've been talking about Doctor Who because it was the anniversary, 50 years,
Yeah.
an enormous hoo-ha.
I guess so. I don't watch it, but...
You don't watch it?
No.
Is that because you're crouched behind the settee in your house, scared?
No, I just know it's not for me. Like, everyone says everyone loves Doctor Who. Well, was it 9 million viewers?
I think 10.2 million viewers.
Well, there's 50 million old people who didn't watch it. There's 50 million. I'm more normal than the people who watched it. I watched a bit of it once. I thought, this is stupid, this show. Like, there's no rules. Anything can happen. The writers must just sit down and go, we can do whatever we want. They could cut and paste a couple of pages of Teletubbies script in the middle of the show and nobody would notice. Nobody would go, that's a bit odd. Some Teletubbies have wandered on and made some toast and custard. And it just carries on. It's a load of bollocks. And there's 55 million of us can't be wrong. None of them are in. None of them are in.
John Hurt, he got the role of Doctor Who between when it was on TV originally and then when it was brought back. Which isn't a job, is it?
No.
That's like going, oh, I'm an actor. I played Bilbo Baggins between the first Hobbit movie and the second Hobbit movie.
I sort of believe you were the Hobbit between the films. I'd buy that. My favourite quote about John Hurt was Ian McShane, apparently they're mates, and he said, oh, I'm surprised he got Doctor Who because he can't even use a mobile phone, thus completely disregarding the whole concept of acting. So I'm surprised to see Jeff Goldblum in Jurassic Park because, to my knowledge, he's never met a dinosaur.
I don't get the new actors and stuff, because what they said it's good for children, because it teaches them about death. But it doesn't, does it? Because, basically, there's children now going around, well, at least when my gran dies, she'll turn into Peter Capaldi.
In fairness, when your gran dies, that really does teach you about death, doesn't it?
Especially if you pushed her.
Trevor, have you seen Doctor Who? You're from South Africa.
I'm enjoying this. I've never seen any of...
You've never seen Doctor Who?
I know Doctor Who's big, and in South Africa there's a lot of white people that enjoy it. And you know, the one thing I know about Doctor Who is recently they had the whole black Doctor Who discussion. They always have that. They had it with James Bond, and now they had it with Doctor Who. They said, "Oh, when are we going to have a black Doctor Who?" It's never. Like, no, I don't think it makes sense. Like, why would you, if you're an alien, why would you choose to be black? If you're trying to be, like, in disguise and going to places, it's just not... It's just like James Bond, he can't be black, because you can't blend in Moscow when you're black. Like, you can't... Because then it takes away this... He has to introduce himself. My name's Bond, James... But if you're black, then you walk in and people... it's Mr. Bond, Mr. Bond. Mr. Bond, everybody knows you. Don't force it. Just make another doctor or something. I don't know.
Let's have a look and see if Doctor Who is up there. And let's talk about things. Yes, the 50th anniversary episode of Doctor Who was watched by 10 million people. True Doctor Who fans are called Whovians, and once they've left the room, dweebs, nerds and virgins. OK, John's team, what do you think the nation will be talking about this week?
Is it the football fixing scandal? Ooh. Apparently, there's been kind of all kinds of fixing in lower league games. I don't think it's an issue. These people aren't earning that much money in the lower leagues. When I used to work at Waterstones, if someone had offered me 50 grand to put a book under the wrong letter, I'd have done it. These people need the money.
Yeah, but the difference is nobody was cheering for you to put the book under the right letter.
No,
that would be hard. If I was your fan, if I was there watching, going, come on, Josh, you can do it. W, W. And then you were like, C, and then,
What I don't understand is how it took them so long to work it out. My first question would have been, why are Asian people betting millions of pounds on the Northern Conference East? That would have been if I've got a mate and we're going, I'm just going to nip into the bookies. Oh, what are you betting on? Oh, Shanghai Tigers are playing this week. So you don't seem to know anything about the Chinese football.
As a Plymouth fan, I hope we have been fixing matches, because the other explanation is that we're shit.
Best chant I ever heard at a football ground was from Plymouth fans. I went to see Leyton Orient and Plymouth were playing. And at one point they went, "Are you watching Exeter?" And there was 0-0.
Our rivalry with Exeter is very vicious. I remember we played Exeter when their players got sent off, and Plymouth fans shouted, "You dirty northern bastards." They're 20 miles up the A38.
Claudia, what do you think of this match fixing?
Well, good. I think everything should be fixed, and we should be... So then we don't have to watch it.
We don't even have to do it. We don't really have to do it. If we all agree that Plymouth beat Exeter 3-0...
Who cares? Let's all have a nap. A, it's way too long, the football. 2, there aren't enough goals. I like put goals all the way... Make it inside.
Put goals all the way round.
All the way round.
I was with you for a bit, and then when you said that, I think you should be removed from the committee for football improvement.
If I was a gambling man, I'm not really, but I can understand why you would want to fix the match, because obviously it reduces the odds a lot, doesn't it? You're more likely to win if you can get an organised crime gang behind you to make the result what you bet on.
Would you like to win this evening, Jack?
Win what?
We're playing a game.
Oh.
Are there scores on this game?
Oh, for fuck's sake,
What are the
Jack.
rules? I'm going to throw it. I'm going to throw this episode.
Yeah.
I'll
Been
do
doing
it.
quite a good job already, but... Ask me a question.
What else have the nation been talking about?
Right,
let's have a look and see if it's up there. Yes, indeed. Yeah, 6 people have been arrested for match fixing in English football. It's the worst ever fix-it scandal. Wow, second worst. Sean's team.
Is it the fantastic news? I mean, there's good news and there's really good news.
Yeah.
That Iran have agreed to stop enriching uranium beyond 5% and to neutralise their stockpile of already enriched uranium. And if you told me that at the beginning of the year, I'd have said, you're dreaming, mate. And they've pulled it off just before Christmas as well. And that's just, you know, I don't need any presents now.
It all sounds very Back to the Future to me. 5% of uranium, what will that power? Like a Breville? I mean, how much?
It's basically, you get really strong fireworks.
Is that what it is?
Amazing fireworks. You go, Jesus Christ! But you can't make bombs.
I think, basically they've agreed to not have uranium that they can use to make weapons.
I don't know why it's such a big thing, though. Like, America runs all of it. And they're the only people that have used the nukes, which like the only person with the criminal record is going, whoa, whoa, whoa. I know what you guys will do. We're like, what? What we did. Everyone's got the nukes and they're telling them not to have them. Well, except Germany. Germany doesn't have nukes because they're very sorry for what happened before. So, but everyone...
The Germans can't, because they'll do it again. We all know that. So sure, as eggs is eggs, the Germans will do it again. They made some mistakes, obviously, last time. They'll do it better, PR, etc. But
They can't have them in the house, basically. It's like me and What's-Its. I can't have them in the house. I know what I'm like. I know what I'm like, I'll eat them. Like I said, it's not one of the most talked about things this week, but Iran has signed a historic nuclear deal. Some have long suspected that Iran is secretly developing a nuclear bomb, a charge strenuously denied by Iran's head of secret nuclear bomb development. OK, fingers on buzzers, 2 more things to get.
is it not bras, that's right. Yeah, Queen's bra maker.
What happened?
Yeah. They wouldn't let me in. I said, let me in! I just want to be in the changing rooms. That's all I wanted.
What's the big deal?
I just want to be in a room where the Queen's had her tits out. That's
Yeah.
all. Let me in!
Sean, are you trying to throw this?
Yeah. No, is it the Bulgarians and the Romanians are gathering like a storm cloud of evil on the shores of Calais, about to invade our country? And similar to the Vikings, very similar to the Vikings came to burn our houses down. They're coming to do them up. It's the scaremongering of scurrilous papers like the Mail and the Express and Nigel Farage about Bulgarians and Romanians. We don't even know what they're good at yet. They're not here. Like the Irish are good at roads, Polish are good at plumbing. Bulgarians, fingers crossed, it's Knickerbocker glories.
I think it would be very nice if a Romanian came over and actually got the job of running UKIP and actually turfed Farage out. Someone called Nigel Faratsky or something.
Came in and undercut him.
Came in and undercut him, said, I can do this for less.
OK. David Cameron has announced benefit restrictions to migrants, so in a bid to curb the number of people coming to the UK. What would you do, Claudia, if you wanted to discourage people from coming to the UK?
Well, just show them a picture.
Show them a picture of the orange people that you guys have. Those people are weird.
Orange people?
Yeah.
That's me!
You're judging people by the colour of their skin.
That's not skin, my friend. That's not
Dare
skin.
you? How dare you?
That is not skin.
Not the kind of thing we do here.
Is it? Can we not just have like a slogan like Britain so shit even the Scottish want to leave?
But didn't they try and put people off by saying it's cold here?
Yeah, they did. They were also saying that the streets were not paved with gold.
No shit.
No, they are paved with shit.
They've got to come. Who's going to breastfeed my kids?
What was that again?
Will you do it for
It's
me?
a little bit sour.
Really?
You get used to it. I always put a bit of icing sugar around my nipple.
Trevor, you've recently come here, you worked here. What do you think?
You guys aren't very friendly. Like, I mean...
What now?
Look, it's partly because of your weather and just, like, your lives and stuff, but you guys aren't...
The weather first, and then just our lives.
Yeah, and just you guys are very, like, you're not very friendly. I don't know why you guys are stressed out about immigrants as well, because, like, when it's sportsmen, then you guys love them. You don't want workers, you want sportsmen.
We should have some kind of border control that's basically like a...
Yeah, just have goalposts and then, like a cricket field. Yeah. It's like, hey, Stochki, how'd you get into the car? I hit the 6. I don't know. I don't know.
Well, let's have a look and see if it's up there. Yes! David Cameron has announced a series of measures to limit benefits for immigrants. I don't know, these Bulgarians and Romanians, they come over here taking our Polish people's jobs.
The cheeky girls, they were Romanian, weren't they?
And look what they brought. They're lovely. Didn't they both go out with Lembit together?
They did.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, 2 for the price.
No, that's how history is written, with mistakes like that.
Is it?
Yeah, because originally what happened is one of them went out with him, but in time, because they're twins, everyone goes, yeah, they both... He was just had a sandwich non-stop going on all the time.
I watched him interviewed once, Lembit Opik, and someone, to get a laugh, they went, oh, yeah, what happened with you and the cheeky girl? And he just went, I was just really in love with her, and then we split up. Oh! Fucking hell, it was tragic.
I did a gig with Lembit Opik. I was on. He did his. Do you remember when he did stand-up?
I remember that, yeah.
After Josh, I've got a Lembit Opik anecdote. You go first, Josh.
Let's move on, OK. Fingers on buzzers, one more thing to get.
Lembit Opik.
He's trying to throw this, don't let him. Yeah. They buzzed in. You buzzed in, John.
Well, it's I'm a Celebrity, isn't it? Which is back on telly. Sort of like driving past a car accident, isn't it? You sort of don't want to look, but you see a bit of it and then you can't. There was an incredible bit this week where Matthew Wright was sick into his own hand, choking on a testicle or something. Oh! And Decker just watching him going, no, don't forget, you've got to eat all that. No, you don't. Get your little... Like a dog. He was sick in his hand and they watching him going, if you want your little gold star, you're going to have to eat up all your sick. I mean, how can you not watch that? I mean...
Where was the testicle from?
It was his own testicle.
Jack, would you ever consider it? You went on Big Brother. That was pretty good. You won that.
Yeah, I did that for comic relief, though. And I wouldn't do anything else like that. No, I wouldn't do anything like that. Because they put you with all sorts of people. I don't know if you've watched the programme carefully, but there are other people on the show with you. And...
I'd just punch Ant and Dec. I hate those two.
What are you talking about? I love them. No, I'm in love with them.
They're a pair of dickheads.
They are not.
They're not funny.
You don't mean that. You're just saying that because you don't want to win.
To me, they're like one man with two foreheads. They're just...
You don't even mean this.
I do mean it. I'm sorry, this is a row I'm very happy to have.
Go on, let's go.
Do you not think Ant and Dec, you know, when they look at their career, the proudest moments are when they checked some Coronation Street actress's mouth to make sure she'd finished a bollock?
I only watch them. I can't watch what they're doing because it's too awful, and I don't want to watch them eat stuff and go on this, and they're scared of heights and trees, and it's dull and disgusting. But I watch it for Ant and Dec, who I'm in love with. Right. So I want to do the cheeky girl Lembit Opik sandwich with them.
Dear.
I've eaten a sheep's testicle.
You did what, sorry?
I've eaten a sheep's testicle.
What did it do to upset you?
The farmer was livid, it has to be said. I have honestly eaten one. It was cooked and everything in Saudi Arabia. It was revolting. But you know what I'd like to see happen on that show? I'd love for suddenly one of those lost Japanese soldiers who doesn't know that the World War II is over, just to come out and start shooting them all.
Right, let's have a look and see if it's up there. So those were the most talked about things this week. But in other news, Prince William sang Living on a Prayer with John Bon Jovi and Taylor Swift at a charity event on Tuesday.
It's amazing how quickly you can become an embarrassing dad, isn't it? Like...
Nothing says self-awareness like a man who was born a prince singing a song about two people who are so poor that all they've got is their love for each other. It's a clueless bellend, that man.
Kate must have been livid, because she's bringing up a baby and he's gone out and got pissed and done karaoke.
I think she's all right. I don't think she's at home making instant milk. The baby has a team of people and she's on a beach somewhere.
She's got Bulgarian immigrants breastfeeding.
Also in the news this week, a poll has revealed that Brits are having less sex than 20 years ago. The survey also revealed that people are having more adventurous sex. I know I am. The other week, me and my girlfriend tried something we'd never done before. Lights on, socks off. Nigella Lawson has been involved in another public spat with her ex-husband, Charles Saatchi. To be fair to Nigella, I'd take drugs if I was married to a 70-year-old man with a face like a scrotum. And Kanye West has compared himself to Willy Wonka. Not surprising, he's going out with Kim Kardashian. Have you seen the size of her chocolate factory? So So at the end of that round, Sean, Jack and Claudia have 2 points, John, Trevor and Josh have 3 points.
What?
The next round is Pick of the Polls. John, Trevor, Josh, pick a question.
Let's have the lady texting.
OK. Most people think the smartphone is the best ever invention. True or false?
No.
What do you think?
It's not. It's not, is it?
It's not, Jimmy. We're done there.
I don't know. I don't think it's the smartphone. I think it's the things the smartphone has. That you know, I think Google is the best invention. To be honest, that's the.
Google's the best invention.
Google is the best. Google has made us smarter as people. We now know the answers to things. Like because of Google, there won't be another world war.
There won't be another world war.
Yeah, there won't because of Google now. Because now you go, what happens when world wars happen? And then Google shows you. Then you're like, oh, I don't want to do that.
I don't think Hitler was thinking, I've got no idea what a war is like.
Well, Hitler's not the Googling type, though. He's not the Googling type. He just does his own thing. There's Googlers and there's non-Googlers. Hitler's not a Googler. He's not a Googler.
Claudia, what do you think best invention?
We all know that. Fake tan. Hands down, full stop. Come on. Do you not agree?
Do you use fake tan?
All the time. Look at me. I'm bright orange, I hope.
I've seen like proper. You see, that's not. I've seen orange.
yeah.
Orange.
Oh, here you are again, judging people on their skin.
I'm not judging. I'm judging. I'm commenting. Like jokes aside, Jimmy, I'd never seen these people before. And then you
Where were
see
these
them.
people?
They were in a limousine driving around in like in London somewhere. And then one of them was out the roof
Is it
screaming.
an ambassador?
Of somewhere orange. Maybe the Netherlands. Maybe it was the ambassador of the Netherlands. I don't know.
Could have been the Oompa Loompas ambassador.
That's judging, and that's not cool, Jimmy.
I want to look, let's just be clear, like I've soiled myself. Like I've had a terrible, like that, and then I've just gone like that. That's... boom!
It's achievable.
You want to look like you've smothered your face in excrement.
I want to look like, it's just like, oh, I've held the baby. Oh, it's everywhere, it's everywhere. I'll just put it on my face and my neck. Ready!
All right, so you think fake tan. Sean, what do you think the best invention of all time?
It's got to be the hat, hasn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, before the hat, what people had to endure.
That's very ladylike, Claudia. I enjoy that noise.
She's just about to tan herself.
Anything coming from the sky, generally, if you live on this planet for a while, anything comes from the sky is bad. It's rain, it's sun, it's wind. Sometimes it's like anvils, if you're in a cartoon. You need a special hat for that one. It's got to be the hat.
What about cheese strings?
Don't be so bloody childish. Not cheese strings.
It's not
we're,
cheese.
We're talking sensible inventions.
String and cheese, it's two things that we needed, but now we only need
But
them in
it
one
doesn't
place.
work. It doesn't work
No.
as string, I can
No.
tell you that. So if you try and wrap a parcel in that stuff, and it doesn't work as cheese, because it tastes like the rim of a car door. You know that sort of rubber stuff.
He's right.
So it doesn't. It fails on both. What it has got is shiny packaging to attract children, who, as we know, are idiots.
Could the best invention, Jimmy, perhaps be God? Or the potato ricer?
What is a potato ricer?
Oh, it's amazing.
I've recently invested in a potato ricer. Incredible. It's the best mash you'll ever have in your entire life. And minimal effort, I mean...
It really is.
Just
So
bang.
smooth.
Sometimes I got mash, I don't want it. I wake up and I've accidentally made mash. It's so easy.
OK, now I've got other contenders for brilliant inventions. I've got a 3D printer. Oh. This is like the new thing this year. Let me show you what we made. This is a genuine 3D print of John Richardson. You have a look at it from the side, it's really good. Look at that.
I'm not happy with it pointing at me like that. I'm starting to realise what it's like to be sat next to me.
John?
Yeah, we can get him next to John, yeah, sure.
Just careful with me. Christ.
What a little wanker. Unbelievable.
Why would anyone want that? A 3D printer, what's the purpose of it?
Well, you could print anything. You could print, I mean, in America, they're printing guns.
Put that on my head.
Why not? It's like a really shit wedding cake.
The sad thing about that wedding cake is it's just John on his own, isn't it?
OK, you aware of a onesie?
Yeah.
OK, there's now a twinsy, which is like a onesie for sort of two people.
That's
John,
disgusting.
Josh, pop that on. It's a twinsy.
That's a onesie for people with personal space issues.
While you put that on, Trevor, you don't like the weather here?
You say it like I don't like the weather, like you like the weather, like everybody likes the weather.
I've got something for you. I've got you a full body umbrella. Try that out for size.
Oh, yeah, that's very...
It's in there, fella. You can put it up, don't panic.
It looks like a see-through Ku Klux Klan outfit.
This is fantastic.
No,
you're like...
Nobody's going to buy this. That's like a three-legged race. What is
fine.
that?
It's a
You can't even
onesie.
have sex in it.
This is the most intense experience I've ever had.
Is this sex?
Put up, John.
I don't know if it is.
Put up.
I don't know if it is sex, but I am going to count it to my tally if it is.
I don't even have to walk like this. I can walk normally.
Pop down your head.
You always broke my foot.
I got you this, Sean. It's a new invention. It's a tie that's got booze in it.
Oh.
It's a flask. It's a flask tie. If you're going to events, you can drink booze out of it.
I bet they haven't put any in.
Yeah, no, we put booze in. Don't panic.
good.
I insisted there was booze for you.
Thank you.
For the businessman with problems.
So where's the booze?
You bite it a bit and squeeze it.
Oh,
and,
Jack
and
knows
squeeze
how
it into the teeth and suck.
Not booze.
Is it not booze?
Yeah, fuckers.
They're not giving them booze. I didn't even sip. It's cider, apparently.
It's my kryptonite. But it won't work, will it? Because if you're just sitting at a meeting chatting around, why is your tie moving like that? Do you think anyone would be suspicious at the meeting if you started sucking?
Jack, I've got this for you. This is an invention. This is apparently to help you learn how to smile better. What it is it's a gym for the mouth. So what you do is you just pop that in your mouth, and then you can exercise your mouth so that you're better able to smile.
It also works as a diaphragm as well for women.
So you put the whole thing in, and then you can exercise.
That is not what this is for.
That is what this is for.
Are you sure?
No, it's
the
not.
fur hasn't fallen off.
Oh. I feel like a blow-up doll. That's what I feel like. Oh, well, thanks anyway.
OK, we'll get some answers on this. So, most people think the smartphone is the best ever invention, true or false? What do you think?
We're going to say false.
So you think people will think the smartphone is the best ever invention? What do you think, Sean?
I will say yes. Just to make it interesting.
OK, well, I can tell you the answer is false. Only 29% of people think the smartphone is the best ever invention.
Oh, that's good.
Sean, Jack, Claudia, pick a question.
Well, the billboard.
All right. Most people admit they're easily influenced by advertising. True or false?
Eh?
Well, I just asked. Most people admit they're easily influenced by advertising. True or false? What do you think?
I haven't had cider for a while. The reason I don't drink it. It affects me.
See? See what you've done to him? Look, he's crashed now.
It
Yes,
affects
it's okay, Sean.
me. Tiniest amount affects. Gemma! Advertising. How would you know? Because you are naturally drawn to things. If you keep saying something over and over again.
You definitely are, but I think people would like to think that they're stronger than that, which of course we're not.
Have you bought anything recently just on the basis of
I
an
only
advert?
buy stuff because of adverts.
Where were you when you saw the advert for introducing new shitface?
OK, let's take a look at this ad. This stars Jean-Claude Van Damme. It got a lot of attention recently.
I'm in.
See what you think.
Is that an ad for fake tan? Because you see my point. I'm in.
That was an ad for lorries, because lorry drivers naturally like a man that can do the splits.
It's also educational for sometimes you're driving along the motorway and Jean-Claude Van Damme jumps on your roof and you think, I'm going to get rid of him. And you think, oh, I'll just drift away from the car next to me. Not going to work. Not going to work.
Do you think you're influenced, John? Do you buy stuff based on ads?
I'm not.
Oh, great.
I've had enough of advertisers using, like, I mean, sell your thing with the thing it's good at. Like the Jean-Claude Van Damme thing, they're saying it drives straight. You know, advertisers advertise something by just things that are nice. That bloody car advert with the wrap on it, and the guy's just going, oh, sometimes it rains and then you have chips. And then they go, oh, do you want a fucking car? Because chips are nice, aren't they, on the beach? McDonald's do it as well. Like, oh, if you're a new family, McDonald's will keep you together, won't it?
McDonald's is weird. Is weird though, because I did a casting for them. They had a description for the ad. They said, we're looking for people to come do this McDonald's ad, come for the McDonald's. And then they described, oh, we're looking for funky, young, mixed people, groups of people that look like they're cool. And then they literally wrote at the bottom, people who are generally in shape, please not people that look like they eat McDonald's.
OK, well, making adverts isn't easy. Have a look at this.
The line is baked in a buttery, flaky crust.
Baked on a buttery crust. It's close. Baked on a buttery, crispy crust. Flaky. I like flaky out again. Baked on a buttery, crispy crust.
Jack, flaky.
I thought I said, okay. Baked in a buttery, flaky crust. Did I screw up again?
Yes, you did.
I did? Back.
Baked in a bake. Oh. Baked in a buttery, crispy flake.
That was a great ad. What is the ad for marriage? What was that?
That was an ad for euthanasia. OK, most people admit they're easily influenced by advertising. True or false? What do you think?
True.
You're going to go true? What do you think?
I think it'll be false. People like to think they aren't, but they are.
I can tell you the answer is false. Only 19% of people admit they're easily influenced by advertising. Personally, I'd only agree to do subtle ads for products that I really believe in. Why? Because I'm worth it. And the winner is the name of our final round. Here is your question. Biggest turn-off on a date?
Oh.
Go on, Claudia.
A fancy car. There's something wrong with a man who has to drive a nice car. I won't get in it. I won't sleep with them. I won't talk to them. I will just immediately close the door and say bye-bye.
What would be your ideal vehicle of choice? Would it be like a minicab?
No, I'd like a very old, dilapidated car, perhaps that you would have to get into from the back. Nothing would work. Man, he's wearing a fisherman's sweater. Maybe he's got some paint on his hands, because actually he's an artist as well as a fisherman. His hair's like that. He's singing to Duran Duran. He'd get it.
Yeah, I mean, I'd fuck him as well. This is your fantasy. This is...
What does your husband drive?
I don't know. I don't let him out the house.
The biggest turn-off on a date. What do you think, Sean?
Well, I made a big mistake once when I was at a bar with this woman, and I thought it was quite cool. I said 2 glasses of champagne, and then I remembered. I said, oh, and a saucer of milk for my rat. And that put her right off.
Jack, what do you think? Worst thing on a date?
One of the worst things, and I've done this, is I met a girl for many, many years ago for a drink in the bar on a first date, and what you mustn't do ever is start a small fire in their hair. I was lighting a cigarette, and you know how a little tiny bit of the match can come off sometimes? Flicked up, and it landed in her hair as she was looking that way, and it went tss like that, and there was some smoke coming from the back of her head. And she said, "Can you smell burning?" And I had to say, "No, I can't."
Biggest turn-off I've been on a date is M4 Junction 15. Sweeps down and back up. You don't really... It just looks that big, but because you're going uphill, you get to the lights and you get a lovely view of Swindon there. And there's a drive-through Costa on the left. Lucky girl.
What do you think, Josh? You strike me as quite a ladies' man.
No, I'm not good. I went on a date that was so bad. At one point, we were struggling for conversation so much, she got out her phone and started choosing a new ringtone.
How old was she? About 11? What did she choose? Like, don't you wish your girlfriend was hot like me or something?
It was the funeral march that she chose. No, she just chose, you know, the traditional ring ring.
She wasn't right for you, Josh. She wasn't right for you. I could smell a bitch like that a mile. Wish she'd have had a little bit of cider on the old lip.
I had another bad incident when I was meeting a girl and I was meeting her outside the pub and I thought I was quite tired. And when I'm quite tired, I think if I do a few stretches, it'll wake me up.
Right.
I didn't see her coming, so as she was walking down the street, it looked like I was limbering up.
What were you doing? What kind of move? Show us the move.
Well, so you start with something simple, but it was a long... I didn't realise it was a long street, so it would have started like that.
Yeah, sure.
It got quite pelvic by the end. So there was kind of that one, and then kind of...
Waiting for a girl.
You were
waiting for a girl just working on those hamstrings.
Yeah.
You don't want to pull one of those at a vital moment later.
Yeah, it was a disaster. Yeah. This whole thing's really brought up some bad memories for me.
I've never felt so good.
OK, so biggest turn-off on a date? What do we think? Let's get some answers.
I don't know, bad breath.
B.O.
I think B.O.
B.O. I'll say.
is the right answer.
Oh.
Yes, the biggest turn-off on a date is smelling of B.O. If you're on a date with someone who stinks, try and ignore it and make small talk. Ask them what part of France they're from. Well, that sound tells me it's the end of the round and the end of the show, which means the final scores are Sean, Jack and Claudia have 3 points, John, Trevor and Josh have 5 points. They've won! Thanks to all our panellists, our wonderful studio audience, and to all of you for watching at home. That's it from us. Good night.